everyone. Welcome to the Good Doctors Diagnose for Monday, July 6th. I am Dr. Kristen, and I want to come to you today with, actually, we've never done this before, but this just felt right. A quote from this book, which is called Here for It, or How to Save Your Soul in America by R. Eric Thomas. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. It's a collection of essays from one of my personal favorite writers, who you may know from a column that he used to do called Eric Reads the News. He's also on Elle.com. And he is just really satirical, insightful, and he makes me laugh and he makes me think, and I can't recommend it enough. Again, it just came out. So in these times, you may have missed it, but I'm sure it was available at my local library, probably as is yours as well, or in any fine independent bookseller. But towards the end of the book, he's talking about why we're also obsessed with dystopias as kind of an art form or a piece of fiction. And I think it's really interesting when we think about this in business. So if you'll give me a minute to explain. The problem is, he says, doomsday isn't coming. And I think we can turn back the hands of time, and I don't think that we can turn back the hands of time or whisper to the cloud of dust as much as I'd like to. I think we're obsessed with dystopian or apocalyptic scenarios because, despite their darkness, they're comparatively easy outs. Kind of like how sometimes you wish your company would just go out of business so that you could go on unemployment and finally finish your novel, or paint the study, or hike the Appalachian Trail like you've always wanted. Actually living, getting up every day with all the fears and tragedies and challenges and potential joys of being a human in regular old, natural smelling, depressing times, it's hard enough. But it's what we're given. Flowers and sunshine and push alerts on our phones and midterm elections, pop-up restaurants and flawed history books and strangers in offices who become part of our lives. There's fighting for social justice and being brokenhearted about deaths that could have been avoided, and being terrified about bringing a child into this world, and being even more terrified about leaving a kid in this world, and trying to figure out how to wake up every day not thinking that the world is going to end, even though it will. I'm here for that. This mid-topian life. How are we supposed to live without a meteor bearing down on us? How are we supposed to find the best parts of humanity without a brutal regime at the door? How are we supposed to tell the people we love that we love them if we're not 5 minutes from being destroyed? Well, that's the challenge of being alive. A lot of business and a lot of leadership is drudgery. It's hard. It's this mid-topian life. The dramatic solutions are not coming because they maybe aren't needed. Even in these times, which are fairly dystopian feeling, with pandemics breathing down our neck, both literal and figurative, all the time. A lot of life is still the little moments. Dr. Aaron and I have talked a lot about how in the midst of things like war and cultural trauma, you still have to pay the bills and clean the toilets. And that's part of what is being alive. And so today, this early July day, I would ask you to look around your leadership situation and kind of recognize what is mid-topian. Also, are you waiting for the big apocalypse to do the things like tell people you love them? Are you waiting for this thing that's coming to make brave decisions? You don't have to. We live in mid-topian times. The time is now to make that change. So that's what I got right now for July 6th. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you again on Wednesday. Bye.